Hey everyone, Rathian Rathlos here. This is going to be how to play DS games on your PC. Um, the recommendations for this are pretty small actually. Well, the requirements are pretty small. You need at least a half a gig of RAM and at least a 1.6 gigahertz processor. I was running this with the 1.6 gigahertz processor with decently, but on my old computer, well, I still have my old computer, but at the moment it's not even working, so yeah. Um, it's recommended to at least have a 2 point or a 1.8 gigahertz though processor. But yeah, it's always recommended to have a little bit more than what's required, just for your computer has room to breathe, basically. But yeah, so what you're going to do actually, you're going to need to download this file, or a file like this, I should say. So what you're going to want to do is open your browser. You're going to go into here. You can, I'll have the link in the description, but if you want, you can just look up DS Emulator. It's the first one. You can tell because the word name. Click on this download button, and you're gonna find it. If you want a 32-bit, here it is. If your system's a 32-bit, you need this one. If you're running Mac, you need this one. Well, if you're running Windows, you need a 32-bit or a 64-bit. Do not get this 32-bit if you're in 32-bit, because this, whatever this is, apparently really helps. Because without that, it was slow as hell. So yeah, so get that one. If you're using Mac, obviously get Mac. I wouldn't recommend getting either one of these, but you can if you need to. But yeah, I downloaded that one. Now, after you get that, you're going to need obviously your ROMs, which dope ROMs, and you can just get them here. So yeah, it is actually legal to have your ROMs, to download ROMs, if you have the game, and technically it's legal to have a, whatchamacallit, I don't remember can't think of what they call it at the moment, but it's legal to do all this stuff. But this is mainly for people that, are like, some people like me. Actually, I'm one of them. Um, if you whatchamacallit, if you don't want to start a game, or if you want to start over on a game but you don't really want to start over on a game, like you want to play through it again but you don't want to get rid of your save, and with Nintendo that's kind of hard, impossible to do without buying another hard drive and without buying another copy of the game, especially if it's a DS game, any Game Boy game actually. Any other portables, their cartridges can only hold one save, so this will help a lot of people. So after you get all that stuff, you're going to have the file, you're going to do this, you're going to extract it to another folder, because if you extract it, you're going to have a mess. If you extract it, just extract here or something, because it's not in a folder. It's not naturally in a folder. So yeah, what you want to do is actually, I'm going to mute this real quick, just because I don't want it to be all noisy. But, well, actually, I guess I can at least have it on for long enough so you can at least hear the sound. But yeah, you click on that, it will instantly make this, which is configuration settings, which saves what you did, like what all the settings you've changed. And once you open your first ROM, it will make up, well, once you click on that, it will make your ROM folder. And then once you open your first ROM, it will make the other folder you might need. It's open Platinum. See, it will open. Actually, we don't want this to actually, as you can tell, it's sounds going through, kinda. See, it's working. You can press start. Well, technically it's enter because I'm using the computer at the moment. I'm not using a remote or nothing. So yeah, as you can tell, like if you change, like if you went to here and you're going to do what I do, go to LCD's layout and click it horizontally. This is what I'm basically going to do with everything else. But yeah, this is how you're going to do everything. You can tell it will instantly make your cheats, stats, and battery. This stuff is the thing that tells you your battery stuff, where it knows how to read your things like in Pokemon when you plant berries and stuff. This remembers the time and everything and makes it all that stuff work. Now to do cheats, all you have to do is go to emulation, go to cheats, go to list, and you go to either one of these, internal, or I recommend using action replay. You then enter the code. You can go to the internet and find a code if you wanted. Like if you're a Pokemon person, people usually try to find the shiny Pokemon code or something, or you always run into shinies. So you copy, paste it here, you name it, and then you click add, and then it would appear here, and then you could click on save, and then it will be a name, and then click on it. I believe there should be a checkbox here. You click on the checkbox to make it available, to make it active, I should say, not available, but yeah. And then that will activate the cheats. I would demonstrate it, but I'd be pointless since I'm nowhere on any of these games for the cheats to even take place. Especially for Pokemon, since most of them will happen way later. Well, I guess the only one that wouldn't would be, I guess, the item cheats and shit, but that'd be kind of pointless. But yeah, as you can see, and you can also go to configure and go to controls and change it. If you want to use like a PS3 controller, an Xbox controller, whatever, you plug it in. It's the same way as if you it's the same way as when you use what you use for that were in my PS2 and PS1 emulator videos. The exact same thing. So yeah, and this is all the standard stuff. This stuff is pointless in most games. It's right here. So but yeah, when you change that, all this stuff. So watch, I can close it, open it. This right here will save it, so it will always open up like this, which is always good. So yeah, and obviously the save stats and load stats are still available. Which most people who use this are Pokemon people using Pokemon, but still. So that's basically everything. There's not anything else to use to do with it. It makes all the things you need for you. It has all the stuff that you can't make already there. It makes all this other stuff that helps you use stuff. So yeah, it's probably the easiest emulator out there, next to the Game Boy Advance one. You can actually use this to play Game Boy Advance ones, but every time I try it, for some reason, it won't let me. I'll even try now, for no reason. See, it even says GBA. Let's see if it'll let me. I doubt it will, but let's see. Not yellow. Leaf green. I mean, I know it works because my friend does it, but well, see, not, because it just closed for whatever reason. I think it has a hard time opening zip files. I guess I could try it real quick without being in the zip file. Okay, there's its unzipped file. Because I know it works. I've seen my friend do it, but I just don't have the luck. So let's see. Open. It's not even appearing. I'm guessing it ain't it. The GBA file. Why isn't it appearing then? All unusable file. Let's go any file. Click it. I don't see it. I don't know why it doesn't work for me, but it works for my friend for some reason. I don't know. I'm guessing there's probably a plugin I don't have or something that it needs. I don't know how that works. But yeah, you can always use the Game Boy Advance to emulator to do it. It's basically as easy as this one. But yeah, that's basically everything. That is everything. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, ask. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video, everyone.